I, yeah, I'm recording it because I'm being kind, because it takes so much time to record this and put it on the portal. But again, I'm being kind to a student that had a problem, so I'm reaching out to the student and saying, okay, I can record it. Okay, so I'll put it on the portal today. Okay. Okay, here. So recap. Okay, the agenda for this class 5. We're going to look at the verb tenses again. Okay, and it's just if anything, it's to get in your head. So you're taking notes because I'm going to try to explain as much as I can. Okay, keywords and context. So please take notes if it's appropriate. Okay, don't let my brain will remember. It won't. Exam practice. Grammar identification and analysis, exam practice, error correction. These are 2 parts of your midterm exam. So I thought tonight we could practice them, okay, to get you even more prepared. Formal writing, the formative writing, number 1, okay, you're supposed to have it already up. In class, I just want to say that in a beautiful world, I was supposed to have it corrected today, but world's not perfect. I didn't get it done. So but it's okay, because if you look in your calendar, next week is a normal class, and then the following week is your exams that start. Do you understand me? Okay, so if you get it later this week and then we discuss it next week, that should not be an issue. Okay. Okay. For the pronunciation, we're going to look at word stress if there's time. But remember, word stress, like tomato, me. Okay, we don't say tomato, we say tomato. As a stress is in the middle. That is going to be really important. It will be a little important for your midterm speaking exam. However, I think your stress will be good enough that I will be able to understand you really well. But for the final exam, you're going to have a test specifically on this where you're going to have to pronounce 10 words. And the words, I will check and see if your stress for each word is appropriate. Do you understand that? So just looking, if we have time, because it's for the final exams, it's not for the midterm exams. Do you understand? Okay. And LEAP, you had chapter 4, reading number 1 to do. Okay, we're definitely going to try to get that so you can discuss it. And I'm going to give you instructions for the midterm speaking exam, like somebody asked earlier. And there's going to be a question period. Are there any questions for there? Okay, let's go here. So I'll put you guys down here. And look here. Now, class, I need you tonight. I need you to be active, okay? So not passive. Okay, so let's go. They work for Google. Okay, now, what is the verb tense?
Simple present.
Yeah, simple present. Very good. And what is the context for this? A, they work for Google. What is the context for this?
They're now working for Google.
No. If they're now working, that's not A. They work for Google. Somebody else?
Fact.
Yes?
It's a fact. They work for Google.
Now, that I'm going to handle right now. That's not enough. Because, example, I'm going to give you an example. John went to the movies yesterday. It's simple past. But the context is also a fact. Do you understand that? So that is not enough to explain a context, but I'll help you. Instead of saying fact, say a general fact. And that will be enough that it's clearer for the context. Do you understand? So they work for Google. It's a general fact that their job, their career is at Google. And if you want, you could also add, they always go to Google for their work. So a routine, okay? And that's also simple present. Do you understand that? So let's look at 8B. They're working for Google. What's the verb tense?
Present progressive.
Excellent. You said it in unison. Very good. Present progressive. And we can say present continuous. It means the same thing. Do you understand that? There are synonyms. But if we say they are working for Google, what is the context? They're working for Google.
They are now working for Google, but they might not later work for Google.
There, Laurent, there now that your answer works, okay? They are now working for Google, and what you said was really important, but in a certain time, they will not be working. Okay, so to help you even more, there's a word that I need to hear for the present progressive. What is the word? Does anybody know?
It's temporary.
Bingo. Very good, young man. It's temporary. Okay, it's temporary. And can somebody give me an example? If I say they're working for Google, it's temporary, so it means it can begin and it can end. So it's for a period of time. So write that down too. It's a period of time. That's what temporary means, huh? So maybe it's only this week. So write that down for an example, this week, or this month, but the word this. So this week, this month, this year, even a year, if I put this in front of it, it creates a temporary context, a period of time that has a beginning and an end. Is that clearer? Okay, good. Look at AC. Okay, they have worked for Google. What verb tense is that? Linda?
Perfect.
I think I heard it.
I think it's past perfect.
No, it's not past perfect, but you're close. Somebody else said it. I heard it.
Present perfect.
Yes, present
Sorry.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have peace and love, Linda. It's present perfect. Okay, and what's the context for they have worked for Google? C.
It's an action that happened in the past and ended in the past. So it's also temporary, I think.
No, but part of what you said is good. It's an action that happened in the past and it finished in the past. That's good. Okay, you don't need the word temporary. Temporary is only for B, present progressive. Okay, for the present perfect, she forgot something. It's an action that happened in the past. And what did she forget? Can somebody else help her?
I think it.
Yeah.
I think it might happen again.
It's continuous now.
Sure.
No.
We don't
No.
know when it happens exactly.
Pardon me?
We don't know when it happens exactly.
Excellent. Very good. That's what I wanted to hear. Here, they have worked for Google. So they have worked in the past for Google, but we don't know when they did it. Okay, and that's why we use the present perfect. Now, 8D, they have been working for Google for a long time. Olga, what does that mean?
It means that they used to work for Google and they're still working for Google.
Okay, well then, if you say they used to work,
Not they used to. They started working for Google in the past, and they are still working for Google now.
Okay, very good, Olga. Very good. Now, Olga, you're not done. Okay. You're not done. Okay, but that was very good, Olga. I want to ask you another question. What is the verb tense?
Present perfect continuous.
Very good. And you could say that was very good. Present perfect continuous or present perfect
Progressive.
Both are good. Both are good, Olga. What you said was very good as well. Okay. And that was excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So now look at E. They worked for Google for a long time. Okay. Jean-Christophe, can you help me?
Yeah. They worked for Google for a long time. It's at the simple past.
Yes. And what does it mean?
It happens in the past and it ends in the past, but we know when.
Yes.
It's
And
for a
here,
long time.
very good. Now, you might think here, class, for a long time, it's a little too vague, but it's not. You are right that 2 years ago, that's precise. In 1984, that's precise. But for a long time, that is precise enough, although it's not as precise as 2 years ago. It's precise enough that you could still use the simple past. Okay. Okay, now look at F, 8F. Okay. Quickly, I'm gonna get, let's go, Frederick.
It's the past perfect.
No, 8F.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's okay. Camille.
Oh, it's the past progressive.
There you have it. Very good, Frederick.
Yeah, sorry.
You didn't have to. It's a past progressive. Okay. Well, okay. And Frederick, what is the context for past progressive?
Well, it's something that happened in the past for a long time. I guess still happening.
No, 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 no. No, 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 not at all. Let's go, Camille. It's your opportunity. Help.
It expresses an action over a period of time in the past, but we don't know when.
That sounds like the present perfect. Okay, that sounds like the present perfect. I'm not going to accept that. Although that was better. That was better than Frederick, but I'm still not going to accept it. Jean-Daniel?
It's something in the past that is very precise. Don't know if it's clear.
I know it's clear, but it's not correct.
Okay.
Okay, it's clear. And Marty?
The action happened in the past, but the duration it's not determinate.
Okay. Well, class, do you remember what Frederick said? Frederick, can you repeat it again? What's the verb tense?
Past progressive.
Excellent. Now, the past progressive, we have looked at it already in this class, and I want you to hear that, look, they were working for Google when their project won an international prize. You see, you have the past progressive and won. What verb tense is won? Anybody?
Simple past.
Yes. So when you have the past progressive, it's an action in, see, no one said it was an action in progress in the past. When, and there's an interruption that happened, and the interruption is in the simple past, like one. Okay? When you put those two together, what you should say, and no one said it, but I thought you would, is 8F is a story. Olga?
Yes, we can say that this it's something that happened in the middle of something else.
I like that. But you could also, just to help join it all together, use the word story. Okay, because something that happened in progress, and then there was another element that interrupted, and that was a story. And because the past progressive, the reason why I want you to say story, because you guys have a bad habit of speaking like this. When I was young, I was visiting my grandparents every weekend. And you think that's correct. And let's look at that example. I was visiting my grandparents every weekend. If it's every weekend, do you agree it's an example of a routine? Okay. And if it's in the past, well, then it's simple past. So it should be every weekend. I visited my grandparents every weekend when I was young. Okay. Okay. So for F, they were working for Google when their project won an international prize. It's a past progressive, like Frederick had said. And the context is, it's a story that happened in the past where an action was in progress and another interrupted and was in the simple past. Okay. Now look at 8D. It said 8D is interchangeable with the following example. They have worked for Google for a long time. And 8D, they have been working. Now, class, listen, all I want to say here is I put this there because I want you to realize that English people, this is accepted in English. There are 3 verbs: to work, to live, and to study. These 3 verbs, English people take the shortcut. Instead of saying I have been working, they say I have worked. And they're treating work like a non-action verb. Do you follow me? And they're lazy, those little buggers. Okay, I will not accept you do that. Do you understand that? Work is an action verb. So it should be, if you have if it started in the past and it continues to the present, it should be I have been working. Is that clear for everybody? Yes? Okay, good. Okay, here's some contrastive sentences. It says we're not going to use a chat box. Fine, we're going to do it. I'm going to ask a student. So Elizabeth, you're my first one, okay? Read the sentence, please. Number 1.
She lives in New York.
Okay, Elizabeth, put it in the negative.
She
Put on your microphone, please, Elizabeth.
She doesn't live in New York.
Okay, and put it in a question form.
Does she live in New York?
Wow, okay, now what's the context? What's lives? What's the verb tense is it, Elizabeth?
Simple present.
Oh my God, you're on fire, girl. Okay, now let's do one more question, see if you get it. Okay, what is the context?
It's an observation.
No,
fact,
no. Who can help her? Who can help her? You did very good, Elizabeth. You just had that one little issue at the end. She lives in New York. What's the Melody? Can you help?
It's a general fact.
Bingo. Yes, it's a general fact. That's a general fact that happens, that is in the present. Okay, general fact that happened in the present. Okay. 2. Okay. Let's see. Lenovo. Let's go. Number 2. Can you read it, please?
She's living in New York.
Put it in the negative, please.
She isn't living in New York.
Put it in a yes/no question, please.
Is she living in New York?
Oh, wow. Okay, what's the verb tense?
It's present progressive.
Oh, you're on fire too. Okay, now what is the context?
It's temporary.
Very good. It's temporary, and that means, what does that mean?
Um,
That's good, temporary. That's really good. But what does temporary mean?
that it's just for the moment, like she's not living there for a long time.
Okay, she's not living there for a long time. And an example, what could one example?
Like she's living in New York right now, but
Yes, or maybe for temporary, we could say she's living in New York only.
only for a few time.
Yes, and give me an example. Anybody can give me an example? For the number 2, she's living in New York. Nobody? Olivia, can you help me?
I don't know. You want another sentence with
No,
the,
I want, no, I look at number 2, Olivia. She's living in New York. So if I want to, if like the context is temporary, a person said, okay. But can you give me an example of a temporary word? She's living in New York.
right now? Oh, I don't know.
But right now works. It works. It works.
This week.
This all. Who said this week?
This week.
Excellent. Excellent. That's what I wanted. That's
Mm.
what I wanted. This week, or
Mm.
this month, or
Mm.
this year. These are concrete examples of temporary. Excellent. 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 Okay, number 3. Okay, Malika, could you read the sentence, please?
She has lived in New York.
Okay, put it in the negative, please.
She hasn't lived in New York.
Excellent. Put in yes, no question, please.
Did she live in New York?
Okay, this is interesting. Where did you get the did? Why did you use did? Do you see did in the your questions? That's why I'm gonna, this is good. Your mistake is good. Okay, because many people are making the same mistake you are making. So we're going to help each other, and we're going to help students, other students. Okay. So why did you use did, Malika?
Because I use it for questions, but
Okay,
in the past.
okay. Well, listen, that is very good, but we're gonna change that a little, okay? Because you understood that you think that if I want to make a question in the past, I'm just going to use did all the time, and that's not true. If, for example, we use only example. I write this down. Everybody write this down on your sheets. I'm going to give you an example. Write it down on your sheets. I lived in Ottawa 2 years ago. I lived in Ottawa 2 years ago. Okay. Now, if you want to say for Malika, just so you're my victim, okay? So if I say I lived in Ottawa for 2 years ago, how would you put that in the negative?
I didn't live in Ottawa 2 years ago.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. I didn't live in Ottawa 2 years ago. Okay, now you're going to put it in a yes, no question, that sentence.
Did you live in Ottawa 2 years ago?
Oh my God. Again, excellent. Did you live in Ottawa 2 years ago? That works. So your logic is good, okay, for the simple past. Do you understand that?
Mhm.
And your logic is probably very good for the simple present, because instead of did, you're going to say do or does. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, now, but here at number 3, do you see the word, the verb, the word has, and do you see lived?
Yes.
Okay, because when you say, example, I lived in New York 2 years ago. Was that my sentence? I lived in Ottawa. Excuse me, I lived in Ottawa 2 years ago. Do I have a verb?
Yes.
And
Live.
what it lived? Very good. And do I have a subject?
Um,
Do I have a subject pronoun?
no.
Yes, I do. I have a help us class. Anybody?
It's I.
It's I. Very good. It's I. Okay. So now, do I have an auxiliary? I lived in Ottawa 2 years ago.
No.
No. And this is important because I need an auxiliary to ask a question. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
And when I don't have an auxiliary, I have to use do, does, or did, depending on the context. Okay? Is that clear for everybody? Okay, now look at number 3. She has lived in New York. Where's my verb?
Lived.
Where's my subject pronoun?
She.
Excellent. Now, I have another word there, has. What is that?
The auxiliary.
Bingo. So if I have an auxiliary, do I use did or does or do?
No, I will use has.
Bingo. So now, number 3, put it in a yes/no question.
Has she lived in New York?
Oh my God. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Do you understand now?
Yeah.
Good, good. Has she lived? Now, what's the context for number 3?
It happened in the past, but we don't know exactly when.
Oh my God, you are amazing tonight. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm proud of you. That was excellent. That was excellent. Number 4, Carla, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, could you read the sentence?
So, yes, she has been living in New York since last year.
Okay, what's the verb tense?
It's past progressive.
No,
No.
no.
Present perfect progressive.
Yes, very good, very good. Very progressive. And what's the context? Now put it in the negative. Put it in the negative.
She hasn't been living in New York since last year.
Put it in the question form.
Has she been living in New York since last year?
Very good, Carla. Now, what is the context?
It's a past action that continues in the present.
Excellent. And do you have a duration word?
Yes, last year.
It's last year, but there's another one too. Which word do you see? Do you see a duration? Since. Yes, since is a key word because that's the one. That's the word that means there's a duration. It's since last year. So since last year means, what does that mean, Carla? Since last year.
That it means that it started last year.
Oh, Carla, you are amazing. I'm proud of you. Very good. That was beautifully said. It started last year and it continues to the present. Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. Nayla, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Nayla, I want to see your, I want to see your face, Nayla. There. Okay. Excellent. Hello, Nayla. Okay. Naila, can you give me an example of another verb tense that is not there in the past?
She has working at the company for 2 years.
No, but just tell me a verb tense that's not there in the past.
Then
Can somebody help her?
Past progressive.
Bingo. The past progressive is not there. Okay. And could you all right now, in your sheet of paper, write me a sentence using the past progressive and the simple past in the same sentence. You have 1 minute. Everybody. Okay, Omar, can you give me your example, your sentence, please?
While I was studying at home, my mom called me.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Very good. And do you agree? The sentence you just said, what's the context?
It's an action that it was in the past while I was studying. So I was studying, and it was interrupted by another action that my mom called me.
Okay, and so in that context, an action that was in progress in the past and it was interrupted, very well said, by another action, your mom called you, that's in the simple past, okay? What is the sentence that you just, it's a what?
And it's finished, so it's an action in the
Yeah,
past.
yes, it's an action in the past, but it's not just, it's more than an action in the past, it's a
story.
thank you.
Sorry, yeah.
It's a story. Okay. Okay, very good. Is that clear? Hands up, it's clear. It's clearer? Excellent. Yeah, you guys are good. Okay, let's go here. Now, this one, okay, look here. We're gonna do an activity and you're gonna see that this is oh wait, I'll put you guys up here. You're gonna see that it is just look, I'll show you there. Okay, you have many of them are already filled, and the yes is me saying they're good examples. Okay, but I want you to add to it. Okay, and you have a breakout room 2, breakout room 1, and maybe there's not enough. Maybe there's only but the point is, class, the point is that you're taking notice of you're taking notes and you're helping each other understand it. Do you understand? Because if the present perfect, unspecified time, unspecified moment, and it's for years, and you have keywords already, never, yet, recently, just. Okay, these are keywords to use the present perfect, but you're gonna use your grammar book and you're gonna help each other understand. Some of you are going to be students and some of you are going to be teachers. Okay, I'm going to give you 7 minutes to look at these verb tenses and look at the simple present. On this side, you're going to give sample sentences. And on this side, you're going to give keywords. Okay? And you might, look here, the present perfect, she has finished her work. That's one example, but come on. Give me more examples. Give me more examples. And if you want, just spontaneously say the examples out loud to each other. Do you understand me? And then you can help each other. And if you don't think a good example is a good example, wait, I don't think your example is good. I don't think it respects the context. Okay. And once you start doing that, you are going to feel even more confident that you know the grammar. Do you understand that? So, class, I'm going to put you in breakout rooms and you're going to do that for 7 minutes. Hands up, that's clear. Okay. And then so here, breakout rooms. And there are 26, so 5 5s, 25. Okay, and class, just you have access to the PowerPoint. Do you understand? It's on hands up, you have the PowerPoint. Good, because it's open on the portal for you to have access, okay? So that's good. So I'm gonna start. I give exact. Oh my God. Can you put me in breakout rooms right now? It smells so good. What? Said they weren't cooked enough. Oh my God. Yeah, but you did a good job more for us. Yeah, but a lot of the commercials. Economic. Very good. You also must have engaged in of the Danish. They love baking. But I used to love baking. Yeah. And I haven't baked in a while. But I don't know. I prefer the pasta. Oh. Anybody, you guys are cooking on both sides. Your mama will cook and grandma will cook. I mean, they cook for a living. And you have your mother. That was also beautiful. She didn't cook for a living, but she invested a lot of time. But she stayed years home, and she was living in the cook, and she was cooking up, making her meal all the time. So she's perfect, man. She didn't want to have the same cook all the time. Yeah. But can I just one more thing that I know we're back? Okay. Stop thinking on me. Stop looking at me.
We already have the answer. We already have the answer for the present progressive. Do we have to add on that, or because it
Yes,
says
you
okay, okay, present progressive. Okay, let's see. Let's
do.
do it. Okay. Okay. So present progressive for things happening at or around the time of speaking. Do we have now? Okay, we have right now. So we have now temporary situations.
Now I am speaking to you.
Yes.
Very good, but come on, you always have that same one. That's why I already said tonight, did you take notes, other opportunities to use temporary?
You are working hard today.
Yes, you're working hard. Today is another one that's really good. You're working hard today. Because
This
today is
week.
limiting. So it's temporary today.
Yes.
Okay, another one.
You can say this week.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, you can. This week I'm working hard. Again, you're limited by this week. So it's temporary. What could we say this morning? This afternoon?
Yes.
This
Yes.
evening?
This week.
This week? This month?
This month?
This year? But your word today is excellent too. And now, Jean-Christophe, you said now, right now, I'm talking to you. That's excellent too.
I have a question. Can we say I am living with my friends until I find a place of my own? Until, can we say that?
Your question is really good.
Because
And
it's temporary.
true, but until you're showing no, but until it's not temporary. It can be, but it's showing more a duration. A duration. So I will, so example, technically, I will be staying with you until I get a job.
Okay.
So you have to say, I will be staying with you until I get a job. But that is not what you need to learn in this course. It's a little more difficult, maybe advanced 2. You can learn that, but your question is very good though. I will be, because I'm going to answer it because you asked it. I will be living with you until I get a job.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay. Continue. Oh, who was singing?
That's my boyfriend. Yeah. He's like, oh, over this door. That's why.
He opened his door and screamed?
No. You just heard him because he's just right there. So that's
Oh,
why.
he's right there. Okay. Okay. You have to put a zipper on his mouth.
Yeah.
So how are you guys doing?
Is it normal that we can't do any modification in the Word document?
Yeah. Oh, yes, it is normal finally. Yeah, it is normal. It is normal. I thought I fixed it last night, but no, obviously I didn't fix it. So let's say, who's speaking? Is your boyfriend speaking again?
No.
So what you can do is simply take notes in your notes, okay? And also, I'm okay with that because research says that when you're taking notes with your hand, you are activating neurons, okay? You're learning faster. So there's these verb tenses are on the sheet. They're not all difficult for you. Do you understand that? So the ones that are difficult, you take notes and you make sure you can help each other in thinking of more example sentences. Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yes, I can. You tell him to speak English.
He is speaking English, yeah.
No, he's not. I listened. I can.
Yeah, but he switched language.
Oh, he switched languages.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should be Ariane. You should be a politician. Okay. You're. Okay. So, quickly, which verb tense do you think is more difficult for you?
For me, I think it's probably the last one, the present perfect progressive.
Well, you know what? Don't worry about that because I told you we're looking at it because I have to introduce it to you. Okay. And but just know that I'm not going to evaluate you on that. Okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Good news, huh?
Yes.
That was cute, Angelique. Oh, I didn't know. Okay. So other than that, is there another one?
Probably the present perfect for me.
The present perfect. Okay. Nela, what for you?
I think the same for me.
Which is?
Present perfect.
Yes, very good, very good. And you, Adara?
For me, it's present perfect.
Okay. And Marie-Soleil?
Oh, I already said that is the present perfect too.
Oh my God, Ariane?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, with a peace and love. If you don't know, maybe you don't have one. Okay, and that's kind of possible. That's kind of possible. But the present perfect, just in the sheet you're looking at, I think they only use the main context of the present perfect. Okay, it happened in the past. We don't know when. Okay, that's the main context. For example, so give me an example quickly.
For the first one.
Yeah.
I have never worked out before.
I have never worked
out before.
I've never worked out before. Okay. Excellent. Yeah. I have never worked out before. Excellent. Okay. Ariane, give me an example.
Of the present perfect?
Yeah, context A.
I have. Oh. Sorry, my boyfriend is.
Yeah, he's problematic, huh?
I don't know. I have.
Okay, so Ariane, we're gonna say you also have difficulty with the present perfect too.
Yeah. I just don't want to. say the same thing as
Well,
what is
I
over
don't. I
here.
don't want you to say the same thing either, because I want it different. Angelique, do you have an example?
She has never lived in Vancouver.
Beautiful, Angelique. That was amazing. Andara.
We have been watching movies since 8.
What are you smoking, young man? I said the present perfect, and you gave me the present perfect progressive.
Okay.
Do you have an example of the present perfect?
We have been
Yeah.
looking.
Again, you give me
No,
another example.
we have looked the pictures.
We have looked at the pictures. Okay, that works. It works. It works. Okay, we have looked at the pictures, but you were saying everything, and then you're putting it together. So I don't know if you understand. Okay? You're, huh? So just if you're look at the examples I gave. Okay, Angelique, say yours again. Listen, Andara. Okay, Angelique, listen. Angelique, speak.
Okay. She has never lived in Vancouver.
Okay, she has never lived in Vancouver. Okay, Nela, can you give an example?
I have been studying.
You're doing like Andara. Okay, see, Andara, you influenced her.
So I can say I have studied in Université Laval.
Yes, you can say I've studied at Laval University, just like I have studied at La Sorbonne in France. You could say that because it's part of your experience. Okay, things you have done in the past. Okay, so quickly, Andara, can you give me an example?
We have walked from to the mountain.
Okay, we have walked to the mountain. Okay, or you could say I have lived in Africa.
Yes,
okay.
I have lived in Africa. Yes.
Yeah, you could say that. I've lived in, and you're in Canada now. I have lived in Africa.
Yes.
And that's a beautiful, again, that's an example of saying something it's part of your past, but you didn't give a lot of details. And that's what's amazing about that verb tense. It's freedom. You can share parts of your life without going into details, and it gives an impact on who you are as a person now. Okay?
That's right.
Okay, very good. I think I'm bringing you all in. Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, now listen, we're just gonna wait. Zoom is a little slow sometimes bringing everybody back, but hopefully you took notes and hopefully you helped each other. Okay, because that's the beauty of working together. And I know you could not write on that document, but you didn't have difficulty with every grammar, every verb tense either. There are and class, well, wait till everybody's here. 21, 21, 22, 23. Anybody else? 24. Okay, there we stop. Okay, now class, just to recap. The present perfect progressive, you do not need to know for the exams. Is that clear? My job, if this course, I have to introduce it to you. Okay, but I cannot evaluate you on it. Do you understand that? But the present perfect, I can. Context A and context B. Okay, Kemi, you have a question?
Yes, I was wondering, can we have a list of the thing that will be in the exam, like simple present, simple past, and etc. to study, to have a little guide for study?
Well, actually, your just all the grammar you had to look at, okay, you're responsible for, okay, all the grammar you in all the chapters, and the only thing that you're not responsible and that you studied is the present perfect progressive. That is the only thing that you study with chapter 2, okay, and you studied it with the present perfect. And it's important that you studied it with it, because you know that if I say I have been to Mexico once, I'm using context A. Do you understand that? Hands up, you understand me. I have been to Mexico once. However, if I say I have been again, I have been sick for 2 days. Now I'm still using the present perfect, but I'm using a context B. Hands up, you follow me? I have been sick for 2 days. Now my context is totally changed. Do you see that? Because why? Can somebody answer that question? Why has my context changed? I have been sick for 2 days.
It means that I'm still sick.
Yes, but why? I have been to Mexico once, and I have been sick for 2 days. The second sentence, I'm using a totally different context, a duration for 2 days. Why can I do that with the same verb tense? Present perfect. Can somebody help me? Nobody knows the answer. It's because to be is a special verb. What kind of verb is it?
Mental verb.
Linda?
Yes.
What did you say?
I said mental verb.
Mental verb works. I'm happy. A mental verb or a non-action verb. Do you understand that? Both are excellent. And that's why if they're a mental verb, they cannot be in the progress. So that's why for work, we can say it's an action verb. So I have been working for McDonald's for 2 years. But when you have be, you can't say I have been being sick for 2 days. So you have to say I have been sick for 2 days. And it's accepted and it's good English because be is a non-action verb. Megan?
I have a question for you. It's not about the present perfect progressive, but I saw sometimes the verbs with the ing form, but it don't have the verb be before, like we are learning or something. It's just like we learning, or I don't know if it's clear, but sometimes it's just the verb with the ing form without where or are, is.
Well,
I don't know when we're supposed to use that, or if
well, listen, Megan, okay, it's a good question. And if you see it, it's probably just street talk. Do you understand? It's street talk. So street talk, just understand it's a more simpler way of speaking. And they drop words that they don't feel that are necessary. So, so informal, you'll never get that with me. Okay, if you're going to say we, you need to say we are learning. I need that auxiliary, are. Okay, we are learning English right now. Okay, does that help you?
Yes, so every time we have ing forms, we need to put the be in the past or in the present.
And Megan, I'm going to help you right now. And this is going to help you for the exam. So listen up. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I do not want you saying, and I'm using Megan as an example, and it applies to all of you. I do not want you saying ing form. That is street talk. Okay, you have to have something more, a little more substance. And so, can somebody help me? What is it? Example, dreaming. I am dreaming about Hawaii. Dreaming. What? How do we identify that word? It's not the ing form.
It's a verb conjugated in present continuous.
Well, we use it in the present continuous, but the present continuous, remember, it's the auxiliary and the verb together that makes the present continuous. Do you understand that? But so what is the verb only? Going, walking. It's the ing verb, but what is the term that I want?
An action verb.
It's not an act. Well, it depends. It can be an action verb or it cannot be an act. Oh, it's an action verb. Yes, 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 yes. But action verb is too vague. I need something more, a little more specific. Does anybody, I'll tell you. Does anybody want to take another try?
The progressive form?
Yeah.
The progressive form?
Present participle.
Who said that? Linda? Oh my God, you're amazing. It's the present participle. That's what I want you to say. So write that down in your notes. I don't want you saying ing form. I want you saying the present participle. And you're going to see, we're going to continue looking at it. Okay, now we're going to do something that's going to be really helpful for you. Look here. Go open up your course notes right now. Open up your course notes right now. And go to page 57. Okay, page 57. Oh, he's gonna make me. I was gonna call my phone. Oh, I hate this. Sorry, class. Technology. Okay, we said at 57. Do you see that? Here we are. You see that? Hands up here, there. Okay, excellent. Now you're going to have, listen up, class. This is very much a beautiful example of the midterm and the final exam. Do you understand that? So we're going to test you. You got 10 minutes to complete this. Imagine it's an exam and we're going to correct it after. Okay? So start it. You got 10 minutes. And if there's one grammar point that you cannot find in the text, you simply write none. Okay? You have 2 more minutes. Okay, it's 10 minutes. So we're correcting it now. Okay, let's go. I need a verb in the present progressive. Who wants to give me an example?
I'm still trying. Oh, sorry.
Okay, I think there was kind of like 2 people. Yeah, just somebody.
My number 1.
Yeah.
Aren't we wasting?
Okay, now if you write aren't we wasting, you're writing too many words. I need the present progressive.
We remove the we.
Yes, and actually you can remove the aren't, the nt as well. Just say are wasting. You understand that? Just write are wasting because I want the present progressive. And if you give me more, you're penalized because I don't know if you know the difference. Do you understand that? So, okay, let's go with a regular verb in the simple past.
But pardon me, for example, if we write aren't wasting, is it correct?
No, it's not because you're giving me a not. And that's not the present progressive, the not. Do you understand that?
But it can be present continuous in the negative form, but it's still present continuous.
Yes, it does not say in the negative form. It just is an example of the present progressive or present continuous, the same thing, okay? Is that clearer for you?
Yes.
Pardon me?
Yes.
It says from the text. So if we say are wasting and not aren't we wasting, it's not from the text.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because in the text, it's are wasting. It's you're not creating that. You see it in the text. Now, the fact that you don't want to include the aren't, the nt, the not, that's a choice you're making because it's only asking for a verb in the present progressive. Now, had I asked for a verb in the present progressive, But in the negative,
Mm,
and aren't wasting would be excellent. Do you
okay.
understand?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you.
You're very welcome. 2, a regular verb in the simple past.
Considered.
Which line?
Line 3.
Excellent. Considered. Okay, do I have another one?
Line 9.
Asked.
Asked. Which line?
It's line 9.
He asked. Very good. So just one example is good, but if you wrote asked or you wrote considered, you got a point. Okay, is there another example?
Exposed.
Thank you. Thank you. And exposed is another simple past, and it's a point. Excellent. Number 3, in a regular verb in the simple past.
Was.
Now, which I can't speak. Which
Line 10.
Thank you. Okay. Now this is important, so listen up. This is going to help you, okay? Was, you are right, it's in the past, and you are right, it's an irregular verb. But in the context you gave me, is it the verb or is it the auxiliary? So look at number 10. The dead man's right arm was thrust out from his dressing gown. Do you see how in that was, it's not the verb because the verb is following it. Do you understand that? But there's another example in the text where was is by itself.
It's in 10. It's in a passive voice, I think, but it was
Yes,
great.
it is.
Was
It's
great.
in the passive voice. And when it's in the passive, that was very good of you to say it was in the passive voice. Congratulations. However, in the passive voice, was is always the auxiliary.
Yes.
Okay, but there is an example of was as a verb. Where is it?
Line 11.
Can you read it, please?
11 line.
Yeah.
Was a curious brown.
Was a curious brown design. So after was, you have which is an article. So that's you are assured that was there is the verb. Is that clear for everybody? Okay, good. How about number 4, a verb in the past progressive? A verb in the past progressive. Lauriane, can you help me?
I wasn't sure. I wrote had, but I didn't finish. I was just writing it when you said the example. So
Okay. Oh, it's okay. Does anybody else have an example of the past progressive?
Was scrutinizing. Line 8.
Very good. Very good. Was scrutinizing. Line 8, you have it. Beautiful point. That is worth a point. It's identifying the past progressive and you did it. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, is there only one example?
Yes.
Yes, there is, huh? Okay, give me number 5, an indefinite pronoun.
Line 5. It, I think.
It's not an indefinite pronoun. It's a subject pronoun. Okay, it is a subject pronoun here. I think line 5. When you say,
Line 5, someone.
oh my God, who said that?
Me,
And who is me?
Neila.
Mila, very good. You get a full point. Okay, that was excellent. My ears tingled. So someone is your example of an indefinite, of indefinite pronoun. Okay. And excuse me, who said it before? Who said it?
Me.
Okay, who's me? Oh, Laura.
Laurent.
Okay, which line was it?
Line 5. It's
Now there, that's not a pronoun. Well, it is. It's a pronoun, but it's a possessive adjective. Do you understand that? It's not a noun. Okay, and I need for number 5, I need an indefinite pronoun. So that is it's a possessive adjective. It's odds. Like example, the dog is running around chasing its tail. Okay. So let's go with now number 6. And a past, now this is important, class. We're getting into a little more difficulty. Past participle. We know what a past participle is. Oh, Megan, you have a question?
Can you repeat the number 5? What is an indefinite pronoun? I didn't understand.
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Situation.
Yes. Indefinite pronoun, it's indefinite, like someone. Do we clearly know who it is? No, we don't. So someone is a beautiful example of an indefinite pronoun. Okay, someone, something. Again, something is another example of an indefinite pronoun. And Laurent said number 5, it's. And I said it's. In number 5, it's not even a pronoun. It's a possessive adjective. Okay, a possessive adjective. Is that clear, Megan?
Yes, it's clear, but do we have an indefinite pronoun in the text or none?
Yes, we do. We have in line, where was it, class?
5.
In line 5, do you see the word someone?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Now look at number 6. I have a past participle, and class, a past participle, just quickly, for the regular verbs, it's the same thing as a simple past. Do you understand that? Example, I'm trying to give you an example of a regular verb that's used as is a past participle. So example, John. John. Well, okay, loved. I used to have a cat and I loved my cat. Do you understand that? Now I'm going to do something magical. I'm going to take loved and I'm going to imagine it's not the verb anymore. It's a past participle. And I'm going to say this child, look over there. There's a loved child. Okay, a loved child. Or look over there. There is an abused child. Look over there. There is now I'm giving you irregular verb. There's a frightened. Oh no, it's regular too. There's a frightened child. Okay, a loved child, an abused child, and a frightened child. So these are 3 verbs that are not used like verbs now. They're used as past participles and they're used as adjectives. Okay, because your past participle can be a verb, but it also can be an adjective. Is that clear for everybody? Now, the 3 examples I gave, there were regular verbs used as adjectives, but I could say, look at that. Oh, look at the there's a painting over there on the wall. It's called The Awakened man. Awakened man. Awaken. That's to awake. To awoke. Actually, the awoken, yeah, the awoken man. Okay, awoken is the past participle. It's a third column of awake. Do you understand that? For the irregular verbs, you know, you already know this. Do, did. After you have do, did, and what's the past participle? Done. Sing, sang.
Song.
Sung. Go, went.
Gone.
Gone.
Okay, so these are, I just gave 3, but you know these lists. Okay, you practice them all in every English course, okay? So these are only for the irregular verbs. And the past participle is the last column. Do you understand that? So eat is the verb in base form. Ate is the verb in the simple past. And eaten is my past participle, third column. But when you get regular verbs, it doesn't change from the verb to the past participle. It's the same word. So in the regular verbs, we say this past participle is used like a verb, and this past participle is used like a adjective. Is that clearer for you? Okay. So give me a past participle here.
12.
12?
Large colored skin.
Oh my God. You get a point. Colored skin. That is a past participle, and it's used as an adjective because it's qualifying skin. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Is there only one example? I think so. Okay, look at now the present participle, and do you, as an example, does anybody have do you have an answer? Hello?
Line 5, dripping.
Line 5, dripping. Yes, yes, yes. Because you know why? Can you help me? Who are you?
Fred.
Okay, hi, Fred. Okay, Fred, can you help me? Dripping. It's, you got it. It's the answer. You get a point, okay? Can you help me explain why it's an adjective and not a verb?
Well, my thought was that it's something expressing how his leg is.
Yes, very good. Okay, but in concrete terms, why is it not a verb?
It was a guess, I guess.
Oh, okay,
I'm not sure.
okay. You're not sure? Well, look at dripping on line 5. Look at the word before it.
All dripping?
Yeah, all dripping. And is it an auxiliary like is or was?
No.
No. That's why it's dripping. But class, here, his legs all dripping. The dripping is talking about the legs. Do you get that? And that's why it's considered an adjective, used as an adjective. Okay? Hands up, you got that. You got that one. Okay, you give yourself a point. That's excellent. Is there only one example?
Dressing.
Very good. Which line?
10.
The dressing gown.
Yes.
Very good. You get a point as well. Excellent. So remember, on the exam, there could be more than one example. You only give me one example. Is that clear? To get your point. Okay. How about a possessive? Excuse me.
Pardon me. For an adjective past participle, I found the number 3. The surgeon considered for a moment. Is this correct?
No, because we already used considered. That was for an example of the simple, a regular verb in the simple past.
Ah, yes, yes, yes.
You remember?
Pardon me.
No, no problem. Peace and love. We're learning, okay? Okay. How about the possessive adjective? Hello?
You said it for its old.
Yes.
You said that. You
Yes,
said
I
that. I
did.
didn't find it myself.
There's that one. It's very good. It's a possessive adjective, but I think there's another one.
Yes, his legs, number 5, rode with his.
Very good. I'm proud of you. His legs. Excellent. That is another possessive adjective because legs follows. Do you understand? That's a noun. Whose legs? It's his legs. So his is in line 5. It's another example of a possessive adjective. Excellent. Now I need 9. A possessive pronoun. Hello?
Him.
Excuse me?
Him.
Which line?
I don't remember. I forgot to write it.
Line 5.
5.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, line 5 is him, but him is an object pronoun. Okay, I need a possessive pronoun and I'll help you. Possessive pronoun is, example, I have 2 choices in English. I could say, listen, you took my shirt, or I could say, you took mine. Okay, and I could also say, this is your mess, or this is yours. Okay, so when I say yours, I put an S and it replaces mess. These are examples of possessive pronouns. Okay, mine, yours. And you know what? The exception, if you go in your book, open up your grammar book, open up your grammar book, and oh my God, where is it? Does anybody know in your grammar book you see where the pronouns are?
Chapter 8.
Chapter 8? What page?
140.
Oh, thank you. And do you see the possessive pronouns? Do you see his there? Do you see the his? And you say, wait, is that a mistake? His is supposed to be a possessive adjective. Do you understand me? Okay, well, the trick is, his is an exception. Because it finishes with an S, do you understand that? We decided in English not to change it. So depending on the context, it could be a possessive adjective or it could be a possessive pronoun. And I'll give you an example. John is looking at his child. So John is looking at his child. His, in what context is it? What is it?
A possessive adjective.
Bingo. And if I say John, Julie has her books, but John does not have his.
Possessive pronoun.
Bingo. That's very good, Omar. Very good. You gave me both answers. You're on fire, young man. Okay. Okay. Hopefully this is clear for you, class. Okay. Quickly, the lexic. So a possessive pronoun, do I have one? No, I don't. So you're going to have to write none. Hands up, you already wrote none. You got that one right. Well, then that'd be excellent. You know, come on. If you're doing this, if you got a good mark on this, I can tell you right now, you are prepared for the midterm, for this exercise. Do you understand that? This is a beautiful example. Okay, now a reflexive pronoun. Do I have one?
Line 6, myself.
Oh my God, you got it. You got it. Very good. That's a reflexive pronoun. Myself, yourself, himself, herself. It's yes, that's a reflexive pronoun and you have it. If you chose myself, line 5, no, line 6, myself, you get your point. Okay. Is that clear for everybody? Any questions? Now, here you have the answers. These are the answers. The next on the PowerPoint. Here are the answers. If you didn't, here are all the answers. Do you understand? Oh, the rust. An adjective, past participle as an adjective. Now, modal verb, that was not on the sheet, huh? And here these are answers for modals, but that was not one of them you had to do. Let's go back away here for the possessive adjective. They said that was thrust. Thrust. I disagree. Okay, I disagree, and I just want you to explain. Listen, sometimes if I say, example, I'm tired. I'm tired. Now, tired for you might sound like an adjective. Hands up, you understand me? Okay, tired. However, for some other person, it might be a past participle. And it might be the verb. And the am is the auxiliary. But me, I'm saying no, tired it's a past participle, but it's used as an adjective. And am is the verb. Do you follow me? But some other people might say it's different. So I'm going to say for the exam, I'm going to give you very clear examples of what is a past participle as an adjective. A little like today when we looked at this example. Where is the one? Dripping was good because you had to look, but it qualified the legs. But I find the best example, the clearest example for you is this one, dressing gown. Do you understand me? There you have a present participle used as an adjective. And when you get a past participle used as an adjective, which ones did we have here?
Relieved, I think. 6, relieved. I am relieved.
There, I am relieved. So relieved, because with I am, normally, the verb that the past participle that follows, like I'm tired, I'm frustrated, I'm relieved. Normally, it is a past participle used as an adjective. Okay? Is that clear for you? So on the exam, I will give clear examples. Okay? Example, oh, look over there in the hallway. Do you see those gifted children? Do you see those gifted children? I just gave you another example of the past participle used as an adjective. Gifted children. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Class, listen, we're just going to do this little part in 5 minutes, and then I'm going to give you a 10-minute break, okay? I know I'm not giving you a long break, but I'm just stressed. I want to teach you as much as possible before the exams. Hands up, you understand me. But I'm going to give you a 10-minute break, okay? So quickly, here, I'll put you guys down here. Do you see grammar identification? Do you see the past participle here? It can describe a noun or a pronoun. Look here, the burned house lays in ruins. My past participle is here. It's an adjective. You seem tired. Again, That describes the person, you, so it's going to be an adjective. The apple was half eaten. Eaten describes the apple, so it's another example of the past participle as an adjective. Now, the present participle, we said that's a verb in ing. Our trip was tiring. Tiring, that qualifies trip, so it's an adjective. Firefighters soon arrived at the burning house. The house, burning is describing the house, so burning is an adjective. Hands up, you understand this. It's clear? Okay, in class, you're going to have time. You're going to have this. It's going to be on Moodle, not Moodle. It's going to be on the portal. And so you're going to be able to look at it more. Okay. Shannon has lived. Now here, the past participle can be used as an adjective and it can be used as a verb. So look here. Shannon has lived here for many years. You have lived. Because I have an auxiliary and a subject pronoun, a subject here, lived here is a past participle, but it's used as a verb. And have you ever gone to Goa? Gone is used as a, help me class, it's used as a, Megan, what's it used as?
Present past participle.
Excellent, it's used as a past participle, it's used as a?
Past participle.
Yeah, but you're
A verb.
It's used as a verb. Okay, very good. Mark has had a dog his whole life. Look at this. I have an auxiliary have, and I have the verb past participle had. So again, these three examples are past participle used as a verb. And now, quickly, the children are swimming. They were looking for a new house when the pandemic hit. Our trip was tiring. Now, look at here. Looking and swimming are action verbs, and they're past progressive, present progressive, so they are a present participle, not as an adjective, but as a verb. Is that clear? And I said, be careful. Our trip was tiring. You might think, oh, were looking was tiring. That is present participle used as a verb, but no. This one is an adjective. Okay? Normally, the verbs, it's going to be logical for you. Do you understand that? Like, normally it's going to be logical for you. Like, they were looking for a new house. It's logical that this is a verb. Do you get that? The children are swimming. You have no noun after, so it's logical. This is used as a verb, this present participle. Okay. Now, class, chapter 11, the passive voice is going to talk about a lot of the participles. Okay, now, let's go. I just have 1 more minute. Class, when you say I love swimming, do you realize I love what? I love swimming. Swimming here is a present participle. Now, it's not used as a verb. It's not used as an adjective. Now it's used as a noun. I love swimming. I love dancing. I love singing. Okay? It's called a gerund, or it's called a noun, a verb used like a noun. So swimming. I love swimming. Do you enjoy dancing? Enjoy what? Dancing. So dancing is another present participle used like a noun. Give me a non-count noun quickly. I want to finish this and you're going to have a break. Non-count noun. Give me an example. Omar?
Information. You want
information. Information is excellent. Give me a count noun.
Kids.
Kids. Excellent. With an S. Give me one more count noun.
Dollars.
Dollars. Men. Okay, different types of pronouns, we already looked at that. Different verb tenses covers far, we already looked at that. So listen, class, you guys are, we're gonna stop here. You guys are having a break. Okay, it's 22. I'm gonna give you a 10-minute break. And could you come back at 10 to 9? Okay, I'm gonna try to let you go early. Okay, so break time. And I will stay on if you have questions. Maisule,
Yes.
it's been 10 minutes, huh?
Yes, I think.
I think so too. Okay, everybody come back. Just know that I'm trying to help you. I could let you do the rest, but I want to cover things tonight, and there'll be less I have to do next week to prepare you for the exam to follow. So have patience with me. I want to help you, okay? Okay. Here we are right here. So go to page, go on this, where is it? Your actual, your document. Okay, your course notes. Here, you remember the course notes? And you have these two questions here. I want you to answer. I'm giving you 4 minutes to answer them. And they're called grammar analysis questions, okay? And in these two questions, they're a little different because you have to use terminology that is really grammar oriented. And the more terminology you use that's grammar oriented, like you don't say ing form, but you say present participle, cha-ching, cha-ching, okay? You get points, a lot of points. So try to answer question 1 and 2. You got 4 minutes. Okay, it's I didn't do 4 minutes, but 2 minutes. Okay, because one time ticking. Who can give me the answer for number 1? Can anybody give me the answer for number 1?
I think in our grammar book it was said that after will it's present form.
Present form is accepted, but one thing I use more often is base form. Base form, B-A-S-E form, but simple form is accepted too. Okay, so that's good. So with this midterm, for this one, you could just say will is a modal. And we learned that after will, the verb needs to be simple form or base form. Do you understand that? And that would be enough to give you your point. Is that okay? Okay, but thank you. Number 2, what's the problem here? Can somebody give me their answer?
It's used for an object and not for a man.
Okay. So you know
So we
what?
can't say it's dressing. We have to say is dressing because it's not an object.
Okay, now listen, this is really good. Now I want you to listen to yourself, okay? I'm gonna give you a mark for that. You're gonna get maybe 0.5 or less. Now, why did I give you 0.5 or less for that answer? Do you have an idea?
Because I don't use a grammar thing.
You don't use grammar vocabulary? No?
Yeah.
You just take its and you say, not its, put his. It's better. But, and I might not even give you 0.5. I might even give you less. Because I said, especially in these grammar analysis exercises, after your grammar identification, you have to use terminology. So do you know what its is?
An adjective pronoun.
Pardon me?
It's possessive adjective.
Very good. It's a possessive adjective. So when you're just starting there, you say it is a possessive adjective. That means that refers to an object. Okay. And the subject is a dead man's. It's a dead man's dressing gown. So we need to say the present participle his to refer to the man. And there you have all your points. Because you identified the grammar as a possessive adjective. Is that clearer for you?
Yes.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Now we're going to go here, and just to give you 2 more examples. Here you got 2 minutes. You have, I'm going to walk to the market as soon as the rain will stop. The children have gone swimming in the lake last week. Okay, give me the correction and give me the explanation. You only have 2 minutes to do it. Okay, 2 minutes done. I'm going to walk to the market as soon as the rain will stop. Who can give me the correction?
I'm going to walk to the market as soon as the rain stops.
Excellent, excellent. Explain.
um ah the, when the rain will the second action will start when the first one will finish.
Yes, okay. Hey, peace and love. That doesn't help, okay? What you just said, but peace and love, okay?
Thank you.
I'll help you. I'll help you. Or just can somebody else help? Can
Is
somebody
it
else?
because when you say will, I'm going to, it's the future. So after a future, you need to put a present form.
You're getting closer, but it's not the correct answer, but you're getting closer though. Anybody else want to try? Well, the answer is, I'm going to walk to the market. Now, do you agree that is the main clause? I'm going to walk to the market. So there you have to put the future tense. I'm going to walk, okay? Now, as soon as, that's the beginning of a time phrase, a time clause. Do you understand that? And in the time clause, in the future, the verb is always simple present. So here, the time clause begins with as soon as. So imagine, you know it's a time clause because if I say, excuse me, everybody, as soon as the rain stops, okay, bye. You know that's not possible because that clause is not completed. Do you understand that? Whereas if I say, I'm going to walk to the market, bye-bye, that's a complete clause. So the complete clause, you need to conjugate it in the future because it's in the future. But for the time clause, that section of the sentence, it needs to be in the simple present because it's going to make the sentence lighter. Because imagine this, I'm going to walk to the market as soon as the rain will stop. I don't know about you, but I feel it's too much. That sentence is too much, it's too heavy. But if I say I'm going to walk to the market, because that's the most important part of the sentence, as soon as the rain stops, well, that gives a lightness to the sentence. So in time clauses, the verb in the present, in the future tense needs to be in the simple present. Is that clearer for you? Okay, now look at the next one. Who can give me the correction?
The children went swimming. We went swimming in the lake last week.
Excellent, excellent. Lenova, you're not done with me. Okay, can you explain?
Because we have the keyword last week, so we have to. So the verb tense have to be in past simple.
Simple past.
Simple past.
Okay.
And
because,
swimming and yes.
Because why? Why does
because
the
the verb tense has to be in simple past, and here swimming is considered as a noun.
Very good. Oh my God, that's really good what you just did right there. But just to help you, went swimming, went is the verb simple past. Because of last week, it would help so much more if you gave a little bit more, like it has to, because last week is a specific moment. You just added that, I would have given you full points. But because you said swimming is a noun, you got points for that. Do you understand? I didn't expect that. And because you did that, you got extra points for that. Okay, that's the way I mark. Okay, is that clear for everybody? Yes? Okay, good. These are
I
the
have a
answers.
question.
Yes, yes.
Can we say the children swam in the lake last week?
Your question is really good and it's really pertinent. Okay, for the midterm exam, I would accept that. And if you, in your explanation, you just said, I'm putting it swam in the simple past because last week is a specific moment in the past.
Mhm.
And in that case, we have to use the simple past. You would get full points. Okay? Because it's a midterm. If you just want to get rid of that swimming and just put swam, I would accept that. What Lenova did, which was really interesting, she only put have gone because what she did was interesting because in English, we often say go and with the present participle. Yesterday, I went swimming. Yesterday, I went fishing. Yesterday, I went shopping. Okay, so it's really popular to speak like that in English. And in that context, when we went fishing, fishing is the noun. And went is the verb. But if you just, to answer your question, for the midterm, if you just took swim and you put swam in the lake, I would give you full points. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here's the answer. Okay. Now, here, error correction. Okay. Page 83 in course notes. Okay, wait. So go in the course notes. Okay, page 83. Page 83. Okay, 3B. Do you see that? There are 10 errors. Now, class, have you been doing the error corrections? Okay, you had some to do every week. Do you understand that? Well, are you making, is it getting easier for you? Or are you still having a lot of difficulty? Hello. Okay, because what I want you to do is, it's going to help you, is if you just sporadically correct errors, okay? Oh, this looks bizarre. This looks bizarre. This looks bizarre. And there's no system to your correcting. Well, I think you're going to have this problem. You only have to find, there's only 10 errors, and you might get in the middle of the paragraph and you say, oh my God, I have already found 10 errors. Do you understand that? And do you realize that's a problem? That means if in the middle of the paragraph you already found 10 errors, that means you found errors that were not errors. And there are more errors in the second half of the paragraph. So this is what I want you to do to help you. Most of the errors are in the verb that's conjugated and the subject. Most of the errors are there. The verb that's conjugated and the subject. Not all the errors, but most of them. Is that clear? Okay. So, because look here. Many Canadian consumers are posing as Americans in order to shop online for products and services which are not currently available in Canada. Do you see the big mistake there? Lauren, what is it?
Is.
It's is are not, correct?
Yes.
So what's the correct answer?
Which are not currently available.
Bingo. Very good. See, that's a mistake connected to the verb subject conjugation. Okay, which are not currently available in Canada. Now look here, look at the second sentence. Marika, could you read it?
A man in Vancouver has set it up a US iTunes account so he can getting content which is not available in Canada, and he also has a US iPhone account.
Okay, stop there. Now there are 3 mistakes in that sentence. Do you see? Okay, Malika, can you help me?
Yes. A man in Vancouver has set up.
Yes, that's first mistake. Okay, how do you spell set?
S-E-T.
Excellent that you found the first mistake. Okay, the second one.
A US iTunes account so he can get.
You found the second mistake. Okay, how do you spell get?
G-E-T.
Excellent. Okay, now the next one.
Content which is not available in Canada, and he also have.
Okay, and where's the mistake there?
There is no S.
Okay, there you made a mistake. Peace and love. Okay, because what's the subject, Malika?
He.
Well, then we know it's third person singular, right?
Yes.
So it should be.
He has.
And how do you spell has?
H-A-S.
Excellent. Okay, so you just found the 3 mistakes there. Excellent. Jean-Daniel, continue reading. Start at every.
Every so often, he drive across the border to buy iTunes gift card to reload his US account because it won't accept Canadian credit cards.
Okay, now in that sentence, you have some errors. Can you find the first one?
He drives across.
Excellent, excellent. Again, that's a subject verb conjugation. There's a problem again. Very good. He drives across the border. Okay, next one.
Because it won't accept Canadian.
Excellent. It won't accept. No ED, right? You found it. Excellent. You found those 2 mistakes. Again, excellent, excellent. Melody, let's go. Or no, excuse me, Melody, I'm gonna ask because I've already asked you. I want to ask somebody else, but peace and love, okay? Marty, could you
Yes.
could you start in?
Yes, in an American town just south of the Manitoba border, a parcel service will hold packages going north for only $2, so Canadian customers can avoid high international shipping costs.
Okay. Now, are there any mistakes here?
In an American town.
Yes, what's the mistake there?
Just an American town.
No, a town is a count noun, so I need an and. In an American town just south of the Manitoba border. But where is a mistake that really stands out? Anybody can help if you see it?
Is it daughter?
Yes, it is.
It should be plural.
Yes,
with
it
the
should
S.
be. Because why?
Because it's $2 and daughter is a countable word.
Excellent. Very well said. Yes, very good. So that's the only mistake in that sentence, I believe. Okay, let's continue. Kemi, could you continue?
The owner says in the last 5 years, it's amazing how much business has increased.
Okay. Now there are 2 mistakes in that sentence. Can you find them?
It's IT
apostrophe S.
Oh my God. Camille, that was amazing. That was amazing. You found that. And if you did not find that, that's a red flag. You got to study more because you're not ready for sure for this exams. But that was amazing, Camille. I just want to say it. Okay, now what is the other?
There's also increased. There's a D at the end because it's in the past.
Oh, what is it in the past?
But not the past. I think it's the past perfect. No, not the past perfect. Yes, the past perfect. No, the present perfect.
It's a present perfect. Very
Yes.
good. It's a present perfect. Excellent. Now, class, if you found these two mistakes easily, I'm proud of you because these were tricky. And if you found them, come on, you are getting good. You're really getting good. And you should be doing well on the exams. Do you understand that? But if you're like, oh my God, I didn't see that. Well, there's something you're not doing. You're being too passive in this class and you're not doing your homework or you're not taking notes, you're not thinking. And I'm just trying to be helpful, okay? Because I want to scare some people because you need to be scared. So please, we still have 2 weeks before the exams. Okay, let's continue. Who is not? Okay. Olga, are you ready? Let's do some.
Some consumers are worried that Canadians will always be a step or two behind countries with larger populations, forcing Canadians to continue to be Americans in order to get what they want.
Okay.
So the first mistake is some consumers are worried that Canadians will always be a step.
Excellent. Excellent. Be a step, okay. And is there another mistake?
I think to continue to prevent. I need to continue to prevent. No.
Maybe population.
With larger
No.
population.
Population is a count noun. So,
Okay,
so
okay.
there's an S there. So class, if you count, there's only one mistake, Olga, and you found it. Congratulations. Okay, so if we count up all the mistakes, do we have 10? Hello?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so class, what I want you to know is that a lot of the verbs, a lot of mistakes were connected to the verbs that are conjugated. Okay, so, but this is an example that it could be something like this for your midterm exam. Okay. Any questions, commentary? Okay. Here are false cognates. Do you know what false cognates are? Linda, could you help me? What are false cognates?
Faux amis.
Hadora, do you want to help me?
I think it's a faux amis in French.
Well, they're words that exist in French and in English, the same words or similar, and they do not have the same.
No, it's not. It's not the same meaning.
They do not have the same meaning, correct. So here, everybody, let's go. Number one, where's my false cognate?
Note.
Note, it should be?
Mark or grade.
Mark or grade. Number two, where's my false cognate?
Rest.
It should be?
Rest.
Stay.
Stay, excellent. Three, where's my false cognate?
Vacancy.
It should be
Vacation.
excellent. 4. Where's my false cognate?
Trouble.
No.
Demanded.
And it should be
Asked.
asked. Excellent. 5. Where's my false cognate?
So.
No.
Peace.
And it should be
Play.
play. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now these are all the answers. Okay. Now look here. Your formative writing assignment that you had to give me this week had to have 2 arguments, not 3. Okay. And I will be giving it back to you next week with commentary. You'll get it before next week. Okay. And I'll send you an email when I correct it. Okay. Here, reminder, part 2. Do not use first person, for example, in my opinion, I believe, I think. These are sentences that stay in your head. They do not go in your writing, okay? Use the third person singular, for example, individuals. Now, why should I ask you to use third person singular individuals? Because look here. If you say individual, you have to use an article. An individual who adheres to this movement does his, and you have to include her part to save the planet. But if you say individuals, well, then you don't need an article. You just say individuals, their part. It's the same word for both men and women. And do not shift in person. If you use the third person plural or second, remain consistent. Okay. Here, topic sentence is a simple sentence. It's not a question. Your topic sentence, it's your point of view. In your topic sentence, do not list the reasons that you will explain in your paragraph. Do not refer to your text. In this text, I will explain. It's too personal. No direct quotations will be accepted. You must paraphrase your examples from the book. And please look at what things you should avoid in page 1 of your course notes and review the vocabulary exercise weak words in the course notes, page 17. And I'll give you an example. One weak word is thing. If you say, oh, this thing, that means nothing in English, and it's considered weak English. So please do not use the word thing in your writing. And that's just one example of a weak word. Refer to page 17 to find the other examples. Okay, I had something to eat. Yeah, that's interesting. I had a bowl of soup to eat. I had some lasagna to eat. You see, that's more rich in ideas. Okay. Here, reminders. Do the required reading for the exam. If you do not do your readings and you try to wing it, it will not go very well for you. Only use examples and evidence from the assigned readings. And some of you do this. You don't know the readings very well, so you use examples from your life. And you could say, well, Patrick, what's the problem with that? The problem is you're not working on yourself. When I asked you to do a reading, I asked you to understand the reading, I asked you to paraphrase the reading. Do you realize the reading probably has a different point of view than you? The reading probably has vocabulary that you really don't ever use. The reading has ideas that normally you don't ever think about. So when you're doing the readings, I know you're growing. Do you understand me? I know you're growing as a person, and I know your English is evolving. But when you take the easy way and just take an example that you've used 1,000 times in your stories, and you try to recycle it in your paragraph or in your speaking to me, and it's not really connected to, you didn't read that from I don't want your examples from your life. I want the examples from the book. And it's not a memorization game. You might think it is, but no, because I would like you, when you read the text, you read a paragraph, I would like you in the margin to paraphrase in your words, what did you just read? And if you're able to do that, you're proving yourself that you understood what you read. And if you're not able to do it, well, then there's a good chance you didn't even understand what you read. Do you understand me? So class, these readings, they are your level. And I'm sincere. You're advanced 1 and they are your level. And the topics are interesting. And I'm sincere there. I'm an Anglophone and I love the topics. So complete the correct exercises on page 114 in the complete and correct the exercises on page 1 to 14 in the course notes. Review the required structure, page 9 of a paragraph of the course notes. Review the list of connectors or transition words. Give me 5 transition words for your paragraph. What's the first one?
First of all.
Excellent. What's your second one?
Therefore.
Therefore is not a transition.
Okay, second of all.
Second of all is not English.
Second.
Second is it's not a transition for your paragraph. Second is it's okay for a competition. You get second prize. But for a paragraph, you get first of all for your first argument.
Moreover.
Moreover is 1. Excellent.
In addition.
Pardon me?
Another.
Another is not a transition.
Furthermore.
Furthermore is good.
In fact.
In fact is good, but it's not a transition. But it's a good word though. If you use it in your paragraph, you're going to get points for it because it's a good word, but it's not a transition. Somebody said it, in addition. Do you remember?
In addition.
Yeah, that's a transition. And what's last one?
Also.
Also is not a transition. It's an adverb.
On the other hand.
On the other hand, it's good, but it's very good English. On the other hand, however is good, and it's good because however you can begin a sentence with however. You can't begin a sentence with but, and a lot of people could begin a sentence with but however has the same it has the same qualities as but. It provides a contrast, but it's strong enough that you can begin a sentence with however. The last one is to conclude. Okay. And some other transitions you should use is for example and for instance. Okay. These are your, pardon me?
Effectively.
Effectively, that's French again. That's French or you're trying to use in English. Effectively, that we don't use that in English.
Okay.
Okay. Wait. Here, and connectors are your but, your so, your and. Look at your penalties. If you do not answer my question for the paragraph, I can take 50% off. And this is new. If you only give me 2 arguments and I ask for 3, I can take 50% off. But for the midterm, you only need to give me 2 arguments. Do you understand that? Okay, it's going to be the final. You need to give me 3 arguments. Now, this is class. Look here. Tonight you had to do, tonight you had to read chapter 4, reading 1, correct? Yes? Okay. Well, reading 1, 2, and 3 is going to be your topic for your paragraph in the writing exam. Chapter 4. What's the topic of chapter 4?
Marketing.
Pardon me?
Marketing.
Marketing. So your writing exam is going to be on marketing. And you already read chapter 1, reading 1, reading 2, and reading 3. You have to read all 3 readings. And you have to review the grammar studied in your grammar book. You have to rewrite, redo the false cognate list, the grammar identification, and the error correction exercises. Like when you do them and you find the answers, well, if you go back, you've done them all. If you go back to the first one and you redo it, you won't remember. So it will be another opportunity for you to see if you can find them faster. Okay? And complete the additional exercises on ENA. Review the writing section in the course notes, and your formative writing assignment, I'm going to give it back to you this week. So you're going to need, I want you to review that as well. Here, class, I'm going to give you your exam, your classroom for your writing exam. Okay, because the university, this is my Monday group. Do you understand that? For my Tuesday group, it is, Tuesday is, it's 1431. 1431. That's my Tuesday group. Okay, and that means you arrive at 6:30. Okay, actually you arrive before 6:30. You arrive 10 minutes before. In class, for part 1 of the writing exam, you can't use any references. But for part 2, that's you're gonna write your paragraph. You can use a dictionary. And I would like you to use the bilingual dictionary, like French and English or Spanish and English, your first language in English, because you will find it much more valuable. A bilingual dictionary to help you write your paragraph. Any questions there? Pronunciation, word stress. I'm not gonna, this class, the word table. It's not table, it's table. We'll do this more after the midterm exam because this is for the final exams. Do you understand me? Okay. Class is 15 after. I'm not going to do the speaking activity, but if I were to ask you to speak about this spontaneously, because you have already read reading 1, could you do it? So tomorrow, this week, I would like you to record yourself with your cell phone answering this question and see how well you do. Okay. Midterm speaking exam, your midterm writing exam is chapter 4, marketing. Your midterm speaking exam is chapter 5, nutrition. Okay. There's a Google Doc. If you want right now, there's a Google Doc on the portal. It's open and you can sign your name when you want to do your oral exam. Please make sure you have you sign the Google Doc before Sunday. And we're doing the oral exam on Zoom. Do you understand that? And I've decided that each time I'm going to allow 4 people to sign up, but it's for logistics. Each person is going to be evaluated individually. You will have 2 questions from the readings, chapter 5, for your oral exam. Okay. So do I have any questions? Now, class, I had to go a little further, a little faster, but class, hands up if this has helped you tonight. Okay, hopefully you took notes. You take notes, and please, if you're still like, I do empathize for you that you might feel it's too much information, but let it consolidate in your head, all that we did tonight. Okay, it's going to take time, maybe a day for it to consolidate. And sometime tomorrow, take an hour and look through this PowerPoint again. And if there's a question, oh my God, what did he say? What did he say? Don't hesitate, send me an email. Patrick, what did you say in the PowerPoint for a present? What is it? We can't say ing, the verb on ing. We can't say that. We have to say something else. What's the answer? What do we have to say?
Present participle.
Present participle. But I'm just giving you that as an example. Don't hesitate to send me an email if you're confused about anything, because that's why I'm here. Okay, because I know these Zoom classes sometimes they can be overwhelming. Do you understand that? So don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have a question. So did you, so hands up, you understand how to go on Moodle? Go on the portal to sign up on the Google Doc? It works, huh? Okay. Are there any questions? Okay, listen, I'm going to stay on, but you've been an amazing class tonight, and I'm sincere because I'm going to let you go now. I'm going to stop talking because I feel bad. I didn't give you more of a break, but it's out of love. I just want to help you as much as I can to do well on these exams. So I'm going to stop talking, but I'm going to stay on for people that they need help from me. Okay, but if not, I wish you the best. Peace and love.
I have a question for you.
Yes. Yes.
You've just said the locale for the exam in the class, but do you have the locale for the mesure adaptée?
No, but your question is really good. You will get it. You will get it probably the week of the exam. Okay. Yeah, you will get an email. You will get an email from Sheila Hadwick for about a week from the exam.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yes, good. Thank you.
Very welcome. Maïsoleil, hi.
It's just a small question. Well, I have two, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Are the hours the good one for
Which
the speaking? Well, the midterm oral exam?
What do you mean the good one? Why?
Is it because it's 3:30 to 7:30?
Well, the idea there is because
It's not like in the class.
no, because
Okay.
you only I want to give more options because some people they can do it in the day and they
Yeah.
don't feel as tired in the day. But I did give three options for at 6:30 and
Yeah.
later. So, but you only need to sign up at one spot.
Okay.
That's convenient for you because you're only going to be there for 20 minutes. Do you
Okay.
understand?
Okay, yeah, that's not a problem. And my last question, did you have have you received the news about the book for the listening exercise online?
Yes, well, I did. I asked, did you give me your information?
Yes. Yes. I think I sent the email maybe one day after, like the Wednesday, maybe. I can check.
Check, Maïsoleil.
No, it's not a Wednesday. So you write to us the Friday and I send my answer, my information the Saturday.
And did you sent the information? Are you able to send me the code that did not work?
Yes, I sent the code.
The code.
The code of the book?
Yep.
Like I had to scratch?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure.
No, you didn't send it to me, but because that's new. The publisher started asking for the code.
Okay.
So I apologize, but if you could send me all that information again tonight, I promise I will send it to the publisher tonight.
Okay, yeah, I will do it now.
Okay, I'll send it to the publisher tonight, I promise.
Okay,
Because
perfect.
I had so many.
Really?
Yes, I had so many to send. I was just overwhelmed with getting it all. So, but so I apologize that see, I don't remember if I did yours. So please just while I have to put this in this Zoom. I have to put this in a Zoom. I have to put this in a YouTube video so I can put this on the portal. And while I'm doing that, if you could get that information to me, I will send it to Chris, the publisher, so he can give you another code.
Okay, yeah, perfect. I'm doing it now. So,
Okay, well, thanks.
perfect.
Any other questions?
No, that was it.
Okay, well, peace and love. Have a good evening. Okay.
Have a good evening, you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.